Greetings, it's Nerdy Blasian. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the horror genre. How it was back in the day and how it is now. And what do I think about it? Well, you know it all started out with Dracula and Frankenstein and Wolfman and Mummy and all that stuff. And then, eventually became, something different when Psycho, came around, and then 10 years, maybe 10 years or so later, after that, it was Halloween, and then that really knocked down the floodgates for how horror movies were, within the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and so on. And I gotta say, my favorite era of the horror genre is in the 80s, because, hey, I'm an 80s kid. So I love it. I loved Halloween and Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and all those 80s and late 70s horror movies. And so they always have a very special place in my heart. And leading towards the 90s, that's when I went into a different approach of horror movies, like where it plays around with the idea of you don't know who the killer is. Like it could be your teacher, your mom, your dad, your nephew, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, or ex-girlfriend, or this and this and that and that and all that. So that's how horror movies have been, in the late 90s, and I didn't mind that. I didn't. Like with Scream, it was a, pretty cool idea, because it felt like the killer was the same person until you find out who it was at the end of each movie. And yeah, and then leading towards early 2000, that's when it became about torture, when Saw came around, and that was something new as well, which I did enjoy. And even though they made way too many sequels, in my opinion, but I'm glad I did like the very last one, the final chapter. I mean, I did like the other movies, but I enjoyed their maybe 1 through 3 a little bit more. So anyway, now back to the topic of this video here. And then Paranormal Activity came around, which I did enjoy. I did enjoy that first movie, and I did enjoy the sequel. And then after that, I'm like, okay, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then from there on, it's like the horror genre was killed. It was dead after Paranormal Activity came out. All we see anymore is helpless women, being taken over by demons, or helpless children being taken over by demons, and that's all it's been about. And it's a documentary. That's all we see anymore, is helpless women and helpless children being possessed by demons, and it's a documentary like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, help me, oh my god, or when it gets in, or when a possessed person just looks at the camera like, but anyway, yeah, in my opinion, Paranormal Activity killed the horror genre, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, like, horror movie, like, the horror genre is dead. All we get is Insidious and this and that and that. No one is coming up with fresh new ideas. It's like, let's do what Paranormal Activity did. Let's make it like Paranormal Activity. Let's make it like Paranormal Activity. But, I don't know. But I did see The Gallows, and that felt like they were trying to reach back to what horror movie was and how it should have stayed. And I did enjoy that, and I admit it did creep me out quite a bit. And Bela went with me, and then she kept saying she hated me after every jump scare. And and one thing I loved about that movie is you didn't know when the killer was going to show up. It's like you were like covering your eyes, like, is he showing up now? He's showing up now? What's going on? Suspense. No, the suspense is killing me. When's he gonna show up? But yeah, that movie was pretty awesome. That was probably the best horror movie I've seen in a while. And every once in a blue moon, you get a horror movie where it's reaching back out. It's trying to, sort of reactivate, that nostalgic feeling in our hearts. I mean, like, that's if you are a horror fan as I am, like, where you're a fan of like how everything was different. Like, every horror movie was different, but Halloween and Friday the 13th were sort of the same because, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, their faces are hidden, they don't talk, and then they are not merciful. I mean, they're just mercilessly killing their victims. But I don't know. Jason had a flaw. I mean, like, his only thing, like, the only person he wouldn't kill is his mother, and we know how all that turned out. And Michael will kill anybody that got in his way. And he has his mindset on something, and you're in his way, or he's just gonna. So, yeah. And, I accepted that Jason was a Michael Myers knockoff, in a way. I accepted that. So, in a way, Jason Voorhees is... Michael Myers is the inspiration of Jason Voorhees. So, I know all of you Paranormal Activities fans are probably gonna hate me. Like, oh my god, horror movies are better. They're better nowadays. No one wants to see Jason or Michael anymore. Freddy. But, maybe I'm saying that because I'm very biased, and I'm proud of it. But, yeah, the horror genre is dead. And I am over it, but I just wanted to get that out. And it's something new to talk about. Hey, I love the horror genre. Well, I love what it was. And, yeah, I don't know. I guess Paranormal Activity is a guilty pleasure. I don't expect it to be any different than the other movies. The marked ones was totally, total fucking garbage. And, yeah. But the next one looks like it may have a little potential. Maybe. I don't know. I don't expect it to be epic or anything like that. But, knowing me, I'm gonna see it anyway. But, until something changes, the last best horror movie I've seen so far is The Gallows. So, it's different than all these other bullshit horror movies that they've been coming out with. So, that's what I liked about it. Even if that was a documentary, but, hey, I let that whole documentary part of the movie, I let that slide. I let it slide. So, some of you may agree, some of you may not. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. So, hey, this is a fun topic, I hate what the horror genre is now. If you love what it is now, then hey, more power to you. I'm not gonna say, okay, well, you should get off my page, or, oh yeah, what's wrong with you? So, it's cool, that's just how I feel personally. I'm nostalgic and I'm biased. So, if you like my video, thumb it up, share it, subscribe, leave your comments. And in my next video, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. In the next, doing it again. I gotta, I swear, I'm gonna start talking better in these videos as I go along. I promise. I'm gonna make sure it's gonna become a goal of mine. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, Nerdy Blasian signing out. Deuces, peace out, peace and love.